Hi, I'm Teresa. Welcome to Creative Whims Studio. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new, thank you for being here. And if you've been with me for a while, thank you for continued support and comments. I love all the comments. I'm learning a lot about you all, but I'm also learning about what you like and what you want to see from me. And your input is very helpful in me making decisions on how to move forward with my cross-stitch designs. So thank you so much for your input. I want to give some shout outs to Pretty Southern. She's hilarious. Linda Jo, I love your videos. Your dogs crack me up. Your facial expressions, I mean, it's awesome. And I love your stitching. So a lot of fun to watch. And also, let's see, got my trusty notes here. Oh yeah, Jen Lee. I heard about you from someone else, and I don't remember where I heard it from, but they had mentioned you did a 24-hour stitch, and I just had to see that because, and as I was watching you and your mom, God bless you both for doing that, I was thinking, how could I do that? Could I do that? And I thought, you know, I don't think I could do a 24-hour. I don't know. I like my sleep too much, and I don't know if I'd get my rhythm off, and I know how bad I get brain fog, and I can't even imagine stitching. And I don't know how you looked at the linen or whatever fabric you were working on, and I mean, how did you do that? That just blew me away. I was so impressed by that. And then I thought, well, maybe I could do like a painting, like do a watercolor painting, one on every hour, start a new one every hour, like have them all drawn out and ready to go. So I don't know, it was something I was tossing around in my head, but the more I thought about it, I thought, I could do a 12-hour one or a 15-hour one, but I don't know that I could do 24 hours. That's amazing. Yeah, I always forget to do this. Today is Friday, February 8th. It is my mother's birthday. And I've been so insanely busy that I haven't even wished her a happy birthday yet today. And it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm sure she's probably like thinking I forgot about her. And I knew like all week her birthday was coming up. Friday's mom's birthday. Friday's mom's birthday. I sent her card in the mail. And then today, got up, just got busy working. I'm so behind the gun getting ready for the market that I just forgot. So I will, and we're going to FaceTime her tonight when Ryan and Kevin's home from work. Anyway, Mom, I know she watches my videos, so Mom, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I love you. But anyways, it's my 11th Flosstube video, and like I said, it's Friday, February 8th. Where does the time go? Good Lord. Gosh, 3 weeks till market. Freaking out here. Freaking out a little bit. Last week, the giveaway was Cross Stitch 333 Stand Firm, and the winner of this chart is Kathy Smith. So Kathy, if you could please email me your mailing address, I'll get that in the mail ASAP, and you can find my email address in the description box below. This week is Punch Needle 089. It's called Grow. Ain't she cute? And I'm so sick of winter that I thought I've got to do something spring. We're doing spring giveaway this week and next. Here's the chart, or the chart. This is a punch needle, so there's not a chart. But I thought you'd rather see the finished piece anyways. So that is the giveaway for next week. And the question is, what material do you prefer to stitch on? Whether if it's linen, if you could let me know what count you prefer. And if you let's just say in your answer, if you say linen, put, 32 count, 2/2, or if you like 40 count, 1/2, or, do you do 1/1? do you stitch on Aida or Monaco or, you know, all these different fabrics and materials that I didn't even know existed until Flosstube. All I knew was linen because remember, I don't stitch. So I've just learned so much watching Flosstube. Thank you for all these videos that all these amazing Flosstubers put out because, like I said, I'm learning a lot. This week was very busy, as you know, getting ready for market, which I'm going to explain market in a little while because I had someone ask me about it and I just forget. Not everybody knows what market is all about, so we'll get to that. But Saturday, my husband and I spent the day. We drove down to, it was Home Depot. What's it called again? At Home? Home Depot at Home. It's like a showcase. Not really a showcase, but it's, instead of being lumber and hardware and all of the man stuff that Home Depot is typically filled with, this was more home decor, and it was just amazing. I think it was in Novi, Michigan. I can't remember where exactly it's at, but it's just chock full of everything you can imagine to decorate your home, and a lot of it, a lot of variety. I mean, we could have spent a lot of money in there, but we were really focused in looking for things for our booth for market. I need new lighting. Why do we wait so close to market to make these decisions and do things? I don't know, but this is just how we roll. But I'm looking for new lighting, and I'm looking for ways to not only haul my patterns there, but also to display my patterns at market, because it's cash and carry, so it means the stores come in and they can buy things and take them home with them. They save the shipping that way, plus they have it in hand and can start selling it right away. So I take a lot of patterns, especially of the new designs, and inevitably I sell out of the hottest ones, but you never know what's going to be the hottest one, so you never know. it's a gamble every year. We took them there in bins so that we can stack the bins in the van, and we can, they're not, you know, they're protected that way from weather and from damage and stuff like that. But then when you get there, you need to be able to display them on the tables. So I took bags and I like cut them in half. They're like the bags that you get at like gift shops and things. They're paper and they have the handles. Anyway, mine were fairly big, and I cut them and then folded the edges down, and because the width of those fit my patterns perfectly, absolutely perfect. But the problem with that was, as we would sell, we would condense them and the patterns would fall over in them. I don't know. We may end up doing that again this year because we have not found a solution that would work. I did buy a lot of baskets earlier in the year when I did a show, but you can't transport them in the baskets because then they can tip over and the patterns go everywhere. So then you have a lot more stuff to take, where the bags, it kind of worked out good, but I don't know. It's just an ongoing effort to perfect the whole thing, and we just haven't found that yet. You know, I've had people say, well, why don't you just ship your patterns? Do you know how much it would cost to ship those patterns? It is ridiculous. Paper is heavy, and oh my gosh, it would be hundreds of dollars in shipping, as much as I take with me. So that's really not an option. Anyway, so we spent the day, well, we went there and then we went to IKEA. I have never been to IKEA. I'm not a fan of IKEA. I know people love it. I know people absolutely go crazy over it. I didn't like it. It's very, I think the furniture and everything in there is very modern, I guess you could say. I like more primitive. I like antiques. I don't know. It was just, I didn't like it. But I can see where young people would really like it. But we went there looking mostly for lighting, and we found some things that we liked, but we'd never been there, so we were in the wrong spot. And then we went to the place where you could actually put stuff in your cart and buy it. Well, they didn't have those lights there. And then I went online when I got home to order them and have them shipped, and they were like $30 more online than they were if you bought them in the store. That makes no sense to me. Anyway, I'm like, bye-bye. I'm not buying from IKEA. I ordered some lights on Amazon and they just came today. So I ordered like 3 different styles to see what's going to work for my booth. Anyway, I mean, it's like all consuming right now. Market is all consuming. Then after we left IKEA, we went to the vitrine where I had originals on display at the vitrine in Berkeley, Michigan. It is the most beautiful, well thought out shop I have ever seen. She has such a beautiful variety of quality product and jewelry. Of course, I bought earrings and a necklace because every time I go there, I buy some sort of jewelry because I absolutely love the jewelry there. So we did that, and then when we got home just in time to feed the dog, let her out, and take off to some friend's house where we all went out to dinner and then just hung out with them for the rest of the evening. And then Sunday, of course, was Super Bowl, and it's funny to watch the Flosstube videos and people talking about Adam Levine and all of that stuff. But Super Bowl for us, we don't have a party, we don't have people over, and we don't go anywhere. It was just my husband and I, and we like to make just finger foods and hors d'oeuvres and try new things like that. And that was fun. But until the Super Bowl was on, we just kind of vegged out because it was such a crazy week. And we love that show, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. We've been watching that. So we watched a few episodes of that and then started making our food and watched the game. And my husband fell asleep because I thought it was a boring game. I like long bombs and someone catches it and gets a touchdown, and I like when they run 50, 60 yards and get a touchdown. I like action like that. That game just didn't do it for me. But anyway, I did watch the whole thing. Ryan and I finished it up. Ryan had to work, but he got home around I think 8:30, and he joined us. And anyway, so that was my weekend. And then yesterday I had Ellery for the day. Thursdays, #Thursdays with Ellery. If you follow me on Instagram, I post pictures of my sweet granddaughter, our sweet granddaughter. And anyway, she got picked up around 4. So Ryan and Kevin didn't get to see her, and they were really bummed out. But I had her picked up early because we went to the Knights of Columbus, the seminarian fundraiser, auction dinner for the seminarians. We went to the Knights of Columbus Christmas party. And a friend of ours who is a knight, his uncle is an artist and paints the most amazing paintings. Well, I only saw the one, but anyway, he took us into the meeting room. A bunch of us went in there and he was showing us this divider. It's like a room divider. It's got the hinges, like folds kind of like an accordion. But anyway, it's a room divider that his uncle painted, and he was donating it for the auction dinner that was held last night. And I fell in love with this thing. I can't wait to show it to you. I will show it to you next week. But we didn't have room in our vehicle to take it home. We won the bid because it was the live auction. And I had in my head the amount of money I wanted to spend on it. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to go over this amount. And it got to that amount. So first we bid, and then someone else bid, and we bid, and it kind of went back and forth a little bit. And then it got to like my cutoff, and we bid, and I'm like, please, nobody outbid us. 'Cause I'm thinking if somebody outbids us, I might go an extra $100 because I really wanted it. Anyway, nobody bid after our final bid, so we won it. I'm super excited, not only to get this amazing piece of art, but also because of the cause. I mean, this money is going to the seminarians. And if you don't know what a seminarian is, it is men that are going through the process of becoming a priest. And there's expenses involved in that, Anyways, it's a great cause. It was such a fun night. Sat with a bunch of friends, and the bishop was there for a while, and it was just a great night. So next week you'll get to see that. for announcements this week, I have the PDF ready for the recipes that I promised you, and that will be in the description box below. There'll be a link where you can print those recipes off, and there's a bonus recipe in there that you'll see, because we've been talking so much about Pennsylvania Dutch folk art that Patricia Connors said that she had an amazing recipe that is in the Pennsylvania Dutch folk art era, from that era. Anyways, you'll have to check it out. Really yummy recipes there. Also, if you live anywhere in the area of Stitchin' Time in Saginaw, Michigan, May 4th at 11 o'clock, it's a Saturday, 11 a.m., I will be teaching a punch needle class there. I know in the comments last week, a couple of people said, that Stitchin' Time was their LNS. So if you're interested in learning punch needle with me, call the shop and get signed up. And then my last announcement is this. I think it would be really fun, because someone mentioned in the comments about the whole market experience, like they would love to know what that's like. So I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to call it. I got to come up with a clever name. So if you think of a clever name, mention it in the comments. But I want to do a day by day little filming each day at market. Like when we have our car loaded, or the van loaded up, or as we're loading it up, and then a little bit on the drive there, and unloading, and what our room looked like before, and what our room looks like after we get it all set up. And then I'm hoping to go to some of the rooms, and if the designers are willing and will allow me to, I would love to just do a quick video of some of the designers' rooms. I know I won't be able to do every room. That's insane to even try to attempt, but Weeks Dye Works and some of the floss, I would like to have them show their new floss colors, just fun stuff like that. So I'm kind of nervous about it, because I want it to be really good, and I don't know how many I'm going to be able to see, because I'm working. I'll be working Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. And Sunday's usually the slower day, so that's when I'm going to be doing the filming. The problem with that is it's the slower day for everyone, so a lot of the designers are out doing what I'm doing, out visiting and looking at everything. So I'm not sure how it's really going to work out. Lady Dots Creates said, come in Friday, we'll be setting up. So I'll go and see her, and maybe she'll let me do a little filming then. So that's an option, because we're going a day earlier this year because we want to be open Friday night. So Friday I should have a little bit more time during the day to maybe get out and talk with some people. But I don't want to disrupt people while they're trying to set up. So I don't know. If you are a designer and you watch this and you want to go ahead and give me permission to come and see you on Friday, let me know. Or if Sunday works better for you, if you could let me know ahead of time, that way if I come to your booth and you're not there, but I already have permission to do it, that'd be awesome. I would love to do that. So you don't have to put it in the comments. You can email me and just let me know. I would love to know ahead of time if you're going to allow me to do something like that. Even if it's just some pictures, it doesn't have to be video. And any video that I do, if you don't want to talk on the video, that's fine, because I can mute that clip and just have some music playing while I'm videotaping your room. So that is, I think that's going to be really cool. Questions this week. Vicki Kessler, where can I purchase the first angel you showed? So last week in the video I did at the LNS Stitchin' Time, I think that's what she's talking about. Or actually, I think I held them up. Anyways, I only have 2 angels at this point. So both of those, I don't have them on Etsy. I thought I did. See, here's the deal. All of my cross stitch that's on Etsy are just PDF downloads. My goal is to have the physical chart and a PDF download available so that you can choose which one you want. So if you don't want a PDF download, or if you want a chart that you don't see on Etsy, go to my website. It's teresakogut.com/store/cross-stitch. And I'll have that link in the description box below, so you can buy the angel there. Ann Shaw asked, in the video of Stitchin' Time, where can I find the 2 white lambs facing each other? That's called 2 Lambs' Tails, and it's cross stitch 174. You can find that at my website, the website that I just gave. It should also be on Etsy as a PDF download. I thought I had all of them on there, but I guess I don't. So anyway, those are the two places you can get my cross stitch at this point. Eventually everything's going to be on Etsy. Farm Boys Love. My Angel, no, sorry, I skipped somebody. Oh, I had a few compliments on the music that I played during the Stitch in Time video. I wanted to give credit to that beautiful music, but there was no credit. It was the weirdest thing, you guys. I was looking for just pretty music. So I went to iTunes, and I'm willing to pay for it, which I did. Went to iTunes and I did a search for instrumental music. And I mean, there's all kinds of genres. And so I put Christian instrumental music. And you know, you can play a little clip of it, and I found a couple that I really loved, and I was looking at how long it played, and the two I picked out would cover like that whole video, so I bought those two. But all it says is instrumental music, and you click it, it doesn't give the name of the people that played the music or anything. So my apologies. I would give them credit if I could, but Farm Boys Love. My angel painting. Oh, the angel painting I showed last week that I'm doing for commission, she said it resembled me and wasn't intended to be a self-portrait. That's hilarious. You know how people say when they, or people say, I don't know why I say that. People start looking like their pets, or like look like their dogs after a while. Maybe it's not intentional, but maybe that's the case. I don't know. They all tend to have like long noses like me, so it is definitely unintentional though. P. Glavin asked, does Stitch in Time have a website? They do not. Nancy Weinschenker. How soon after market do the kits become available, and is it open to the public? No, it's not open to the public. People have to show proof that they have a store. You know, it's in a hotel, and it's like several floors of the hotel. So we set up actually in our suite, which is awesome. I love it. This is my favorite show I've ever done in my entire life, and I've done shows forever. So you sleep in, your beds are in one part of the room, part of the suite, and then there's the bathroom and like the kitchen area, and then you walk out, and that's like the living room area, and that's where we set up our booth. You know, I suppose somebody could walk in off the street and come in and try to purchase, but you're not going to have a name tag, and that would be red flag, and so you wouldn't be able to buy. And in order to get that name tag and be registered, you'd have to have proof that you have a store. So it's not open to the public. As far as when the kits are released, oh gosh, Athena, hey, simmer down. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I guess I should have looked at myself in the mirror, because it's a dang wintry, very, very windy day today. And somebody was here, a friend of ours that has a new puppy, and he's been dying to show me his new puppy. It's a German Shepherd. I'll insert a picture here. Cutest puppy. Oh, so cute. And then I go out to talk to him, and UPS is here, and my new Apple computer is delivered. It was chaos for a little bit. My hands are frozen and my cheeks are probably red, and my nose is probably red. Oh my gosh, it's so cold out today. Anyway, I don't even know where I left off. I don't even know. I think I was doing questions. Oh yeah. How soon after market do kits become available? Well, immediately for the shops that attend market, because they pick up the stuff there. And if I sell out of a pattern or a chart, I ship it as soon as I get home, you know, so before I ship anyone else's orders. The people that order from me at the show, if I sell out of whatever it is, I get their order to them first, and then it's open to, you know, other shops that couldn't make it to the show. Then I ship their orders. But for the most part, shops will have it immediately, because they go there to pick it up. And then as far as me having my new charts available on my Etsy shop, that will be probably a good week after market, because when I leave market, I have family in Bernie, Missouri, and that's only like 3 hours from where we're at in Nashville. And every year I think we should go see them, and it's like, we're just doing it. We're doing it. So we're only going to stay a couple days because I'm going to have orders to get out, and it's a crazy time. So I need to get back in the studio after market. So anyway, so there you go. I always answer the longest way possible, don't I? Linda Schindheim, she asked, have you already or have you considered printing or painting a Madonna with child? I have painted several, actually. I will insert photos here because I've sold some, and I have one hanging in my house. I have one hanging in my studio, and it's way up high, up by the ceiling, and I can't even get to it right now, even with the ladder, because there's too much stuff in front of it, all the stuff that goes to markets there. I do have one here I can show you. And I can do like prints on wood. I think it's a 7x14 print on wood. So that's one. Here's another one. This is on a cool old board, breadboard, or I don't know, I'm assuming it's a breadboard. So here's another one. And then I donated one to the seminarian dinner, so I don't have that one anymore. But anyway, I'll post them here so you can take a look at them. And then the other question she had was, are you going to have the reproduction sampler cards at market? So I showed note cards last week of antique samplers, and I wanted to put them on my Etsy shop. I have not had time to do that, so my apologies. I figured I would have them up, otherwise I wouldn't have even showed them to you. But anyway, I will not have those at market because I didn't do the printing of them, so I can't, there's no room in there to sell wholesale. That's it for questions. Haul, I do have some haul. When I went to that Home Depot at home store, I bought a couple things. This I love, but I'm going to grungy it up because I don't like the pure white. But I love it. It has a little clip here, and I'll probably grungy that up as well because it's too shiny. But anyway, I thought that was cool. You could clip a punch needle or a cross stitch to it. And I like that it stands up high. This I love, this little cart on wheels. I normally paint, hello, I normally paint over in this one area, but the paintings I'm working on, the commission paintings, are so huge that I don't have room in that area. So I'm painting them on an easel in another area in my studio. So it's got 3 like baskets, and I want to put paint in there because right now all the paints are just sitting on the counter over there and taking up room, and it's on wheels, and there's swivel wheels, so I can maneuver this around the studio nice and easy. The other haul that I got, well, I just told you that my Apple computer showed up. I got a new iMac Pro. Now these are I'm gonna have one of these on Etsy. I'm keeping the other one. I got this I ordered this when I was in Atlanta. I love this. It'd be so cute with a dessert on top, or even like with an angel and then stuff around it, or a candle. I mean, you could do all kinds of things with that. And then the other one there'll be a few of these for sale on Etsy, but I'm gonna keep one of these for myself as well. But I love it. It's got like a grungy base, and then it's tin. So I got those 2 things for the Etsy shop. And when I went up there to put my Apple computer in the house, I got something from Michael's. Let me go get it. I don't remember what I ordered. So I forgot what I ordered at Michael's. But I love these. Last week I was on Michael's website, and I don't even remember what brought me there to look specifically for this, But it's called Recollections Vintage Romance Fabric Adhesive Sheets. So I've never used these before, but I thought they could be cool to like cover maybe a frame or a piece of wood and then adhere, you know, something to it, your cross stitch or punch needle. And then also I thought those paper mache boxes, you could cover it with this fabric. But anyway, I don't know if you can see the print on this fabric, but they're kind of a vintage look. I don't know if the color is going to show. I love this one so much. So much. That vintage floral. So I ordered these online at Michael's. There's another vintage floral with a light background. Anywho, that was what I got. For Michael's, I got 2 packs of those. That's it for haul. Previous finishes. I'm making this run long again. But whatevs. Here is cross stitch. I think it's 168. I want to say Flowers and Berries, I believe is the name of it. So this was just a frame. I got it at Joann. And then this fancy like scroll was a separate piece, and I just glued it to the frame, so it gave it a little bit of pizzazz. And then cross stitch 122 Crow and Basket. This was one of my very first designs, and so whenever I show one that's really large like that, it's because it was one of my first designs. And then last week I was in a different spot in my studio, and I mentioned that I had a bunch of Halloween things behind me, so I thought I would show those to you. My dog smells that puppy on me. She won't leave me alone. You smell that puppy? His name is Samuel David. That dog is so cute. So I'm going to show you these Halloween figurines. I created these a long time ago. Okay, right here, October 2012. I made this guy. Turn the light down. Can you see him? Isn't he cute? I really enjoyed making these. There we go. He's got little stars on him. This one, I don't know what the heck happened there, but look at the paint is all chipping off him. It makes him look super grungy though, so I think he's kind of cute anyway, even though he's falling apart. And this one, I don't know why he's all shiny. Doggone it. Come on now, focus. But I think I'm gonna, now that I see how glossy that paint finish is, I'm going to spray that with a matte varnish or something. And then my witch, I love my witch. And I have a bunch of Santas and snowmen, and I'll do that maybe next week or the week after, I don't know. The week after market it'll be a busy one because I'll be showing all my new stuff and also the video that I take while I'm there. So I'm probably going to have to show the winter ones next week, or it'll be a long time. I'm trying to do this a little bit quick. Well, he's kind of shiny too. I think I'm going to have to put some matte varnish on him. Did I show this guy? I don't even know what I showed now. I should have set them down in a different spot. I don't think I showed him. He's actually one of my favorites. I love that pumpkin that he's sitting in. He's got the cat's got a little hat and a little scarf on. Oh, I didn't show this guy. This guy, he's kind of dusty. Something broke off here. Oh, I think he was I think it's just that his arm maybe was stuck there on him. Anyway, he's got these little legs that are on wire. So he sits. And he's holding a little pumpkin guy. And then my favorite ones were these that I created with old tins. And I was so bummed because one of the companies that wanted to license these figures, okay, I gotta get it focused first. They sent one of them over to China to have it reproduced, and I never got it back. But it's got it says imitation, I don't know, orangeade. His little hat was a antique bottle cap. And then it says comb in cutter. It's like shaving stuff. Anyway, I love these. I could make this all day if I had the time. I love making these. So anyway, that was something in my past. Oh, the models, my amazing model stitchers, the stuff is just coming in like crazy. I got 2 new ones this past week. And one is the angel. I'm meeting Donna on Sunday to pick up the other angel, Rejoice. I got flying lessons came in. Thank you, Mary. Jessica Smith, she stitched Oh My Soul, which is the angel that I'm actually going to show you because you have to see it close up. And what else did I get? I don't know, but they're starting to come in quickly now, and it's really close to market. So I think this week is my cutoff. Whatever comes after this week is going to have to wait probably till the next release. Yeah, I say that, but I remember last year one came in like 5 days before we left for market, and it was a spring design, and I'm like, it's got to come out now. It's spring, you know. I mean, it's anyway, and I made it happen. So I'm gonna go get that angel cross stitch chart and show it to you. Here she is in all her glory. I love her. And I'm gonna bring it in close so you can see. What I love about these angels is you can see the green. There's like a few green stitches here on her eye. There's some green stitches in here around her chin. There's a few specks of green in her wings and like her dress. Look at, there's like some green specks in her dress that makes, I don't know, it just makes it look real kind of vintage. And I love the expression on her face. The original painting of this sold, and it was actually sold to a lady in Italy. So there you have it. That's one of the new angels. But anyway, I love the background too. It's really different. It's I don't know, it turned out cool. But I mean, you know, I know it's full coverage and stuff, but you wouldn't even have to do the background. You could just do the angel. That's what I like about going ahead and doing the stitching for the background, because if you like it, do it. If you don't, you could just do the angel and leave the background, the fabric color, and like this framed in black would be amazing. So that is new for market. I had mentioned earlier that I was going to explain a little bit about market. I'm going to do it fairly quickly because this is, I know other people have talked about it too, because evidently there's a lot of questions. People that, you know, I know people in the comments have said that they have been away from cross stitch for 20 years and now they're getting back into it because of watching Flosstube videos, and it's inspiring them, which I think is just awesome. It's just amazing. Flosstube is the best community, I think, on the internet. Anywho, it's in Nashville. I said earlier, it's in a hotel. You set up in your room. I think there's 7 floors that we take up. And then the rest of the place is taken up by the shop. You know, the shop owners get to stay in the same hotel. So it's awesome because you don't even have to leave if you don't want to. But of course, you're in Nashville. So if you like country music, you want to go do some of that fun stuff. But it's where the shops come and purchase wholesale for their stores. There you go. The designers are there. The distributors are there. The people that make embroidery floss are going to be there. The people like Picture This Plus that has amazing linen, they are there. I mean, anything you can imagine that has to do with cross stitch is there. There's very few vendors that sell punch needle. I am one of the few. There's, like I said, just a handful of people that do that. There's a little bit of needle point there. I've seen wool applique patterns there, but the majority is cross stitch. So that's what Market is. All right, we are on to our Chinese fortune teller, Cheryl Zietz, and she said red 3-3. So let's do this. R-E-D 1, 2, 3, and then number 3. Bucket list. I don't really even like the name bucket list, but basically something that I would like to do in my lifetime. Something out of the ordinary. One thing that I really want to do, and this will be something that I can do when I retire because I'll have more time, I would like to make a work of art that's exquisite. Something that I spend maybe a year or 2 on. One thing that I saw that I thought was super cool, and because I want it to be something very different, I saw somebody took guitar picks and used the guitar picks, they're all different colors, to make a mosaic of Jimi Hendrix. And I'll insert a picture here. I don't know exactly what I will do for this exquisite piece of art. I have been collecting bottle caps, beer bottle, I guess it's all beer bottles because we don't drink pop in our house. Nobody likes pop. But anyway, I have a lot of beer bottles, or a lot of beer caps. That's probably not going to be my amazing, exquisite piece of art, but I am going to do something cool with them. I don't know what yet. I thought about like doing the shape of Michigan in the beer caps, but I don't know. We're remodeling our basement, and when that gets done, I'll have a better idea of what I can put down there. But anyway, you know, I love all the paintings that I do. I love everything that I do, or I wouldn't be doing it, right? But I just never have spent like in a huge amount, like a year's worth of work into something, into one thing. And I just think, I just want to do that. Anyway, that's my bucket list. I know. I said last week that I keep landing on like funny business story or funny personal story. And I'm like, you know, we need something different. But everyone's like, no, I like the funny stories. And it's like, yeah, that is way more interesting than what I just talked about in the bucket list. But anyway. And then as far as the art update, I have nothing. I didn't pick up a paintbrush all week. And I tell you what, I get a little bit of anxiety when I don't paint for a while. I can go a week. I've gone a week before. I've gone 2 weeks before. But after 2 weeks, it's weird. I got to get it out of me. And even if I just sit down and play with the paints and do a floral, those intuitive florals I was showing you, just something. But I don't, if I do anything, it's going to be working on the commission paintings. And I just have to tell you, Karen, her name is Karen, the lady that has commissioned me for those 2 angel paintings. And she saw my Flosstube video. And she was excited to see, well, I don't know if it was Flosstube. Let me back up. Maybe she was talking about the live videos I did on Facebook. I think that might have been what it was. So she got to watch me paint. How cool is that? She got to watch me paint her paintings. I think that's really cool. Anyway, I guess I mentioned on there, you know, when I'm doing these videos, the live ones, I don't go back and watch them. You can't. So whatever you say is just there. Anyway, I guess I mentioned how busy I was getting ready for market or something. And so she emailed me and she said, I know you're extremely busy. She said, there is no rush on these paintings. Take your time. And if you can't get to them for a couple weeks, don't worry about it. I mean, this woman is so nice because she has been making like payments on them. So it's not like, I mean, you know what I mean? She has money invested already. And that's another reason it makes me want to get them done, because she has invested in these paintings already, and I feel like I need to get them done and get them to her. But she is the most generous and kind person, and she's like, no, don't worry about me. So Isn't that sweet? And then thinking about original paintings made me think of Jennifer and Donna Singh, I think is the name. Yeah, it's Singh. Donna and Jennifer, they have went nuts collecting my angel paintings, and I'm so very grateful. Whenever, I mean, as an artist, the most flattering thing is when someone invests in an original painting, because you know they're gonna, you know, hang it and display it proudly on their wall, and it's going to be an heirloom for their family, and it just warms my heart. But Jennifer ordered an original painting, I don't know, a month and a half ago or something like that. And then her mom ordered an original painting, and then like 2 days later, another original painting sold. They had the same address and the same last name, but the first name was Jennifer and not Donna. So I was like, well, can I ship these together? So I messaged her. She goes, yeah, you can ship them together. She said, it's my daughter and I, and we're collecting your angels. They have bought like 6 of my angel paintings in the last month. So whenever I mail them and I ship them, I used to get super paranoid and nervous, like what if something happens to it? But I don't anymore. I give it to God. I seriously just say a prayer over it, and I pack them really, really good. Like I make sure. But I've seen videos of maybe not mail carriers, but UPS or whatever, just throwing the package on the porch. So I mean, I know that happens, and that's why I package them so well. And then I just let go and let God, because once they're out of my hands, there's nothing I can do about it. So she contacted me today and said, yay, they arrived, they're safe, you know, everything looks beautiful. And she was saying that, you know, they bring her a peace of mind and peace of heart whenever she looks at them. So that was so kind of her to let me know. And anyway, so that's all I have this week, which blah, blah, blah was a lot. But don't forget to answer the question to get in the drawing for PN089 Grow. And again, the question was, what kind of material do you like to stitch on, whether it's linen or, you know, whatever it is, and then what thread count you like. And then also don't forget to do the Chinese fortune teller. Pick a color: green, blue, yellow, red, and then number 1 through 4 and another 1 through 4. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye now.